And we've got training camp in full swing already. We have players at the facilities. It's all good candy for us here on the Up and Adam Show. Thanks, Hammer. Chargers rookies. I'm not in LA, but back in LA where I live, they reported on Saturday, with the exception of Trey Harris, which is something that I hope gets worked out soon. Beyond that situation, I'm really excited for LA. The Chargers, are they flying under the radar a little bit because of how rough that playoff loss was? You know, of course, piled on with just how seasons have ended for them in recent memory and, I mean, I guess historic memory for this Chargers fan base. I think last year, if you really ask me, like in my heart of hearts, I do think it was just a small little sample of what's to come. When you really break it down, the roster was changed, flipped, major transitions, culturally major transitions. Like the expectations were maybe too high in Jim's first year. It was sort of still an unfinished product in a lot of ways, post Harbaugh, Joe takeover. And they won 11 games. The AFC, as we know, is loaded. It's hard to win any game. And now they've got this like foundation set after last year. Jim and Joe, they've put together some next level touches on everything this offseason. No secret, we know they want to run the ball with Greg Roman. It was a bit of a head scratcher for me, but that's fine. They're going to continue to do that. But now you add these 2 first-round talents to the mix, and Amarian Hampton, who I got to meet, and Najee Harris, who we know and love. They're going to make the most of that. That is leveling up. That is like, we're good, we're not going to coast. How do we optimize this? And they get another superstar receiver in Trey Harris. Hopefully he shows up to pair with Ladd, who showed us he's very much the wide receiver one. He's the show. Give me the ball. And they had chemistry, of course. He and Justin Herbert, they're just going to build upon that. And that lets them open it up a little bit more, too. They add Mekhi Becton to the interior O-line. Thank goodness. And they bring back the majority of that reigning number 1 ranked scoring defense. So this team, don't be fooling around and saying that they're not loaded right now or they can't do it. And, you know, I just put a lot of responsibility for the leveling up of the squad on the 2 first-round draft picks. But if you listen to friend of the show, GM Joe Ortiz, talk about these 2 when I spoke to him last May, it'll all sort of make sense.
Last December or November, I'm watching Drake. I'm like, holy cow, who is this running back that's just running through arm tackles, making guys miss, and then just showing the long speed to finish or break off, big runs. And obviously all our scouts that went into North Carolina this year and everyone who did them loved them. And I think I said it when we drafted him, it was a unanimous pick. Everyone wanted him and everyone was fired up to get him. So we're really excited to bring him on board. Well, when the Giants took Dart, they're showing all his highlights. And if you watch, it's number 9. It's like, oh my God, move on to the next pick. Like, let's quit showing this guy because we had a long ways to go at that point, so.
I'm such a big fan of Joe, such an honest, like the fact that he's thinking about that, get the highlights off the screen so nobody grabs him. He, I do believe, landed 2 future stars there that hopefully make an impact week 1. I know that no matter who's on the roster, it's all going to come back to the quarterback. Justin Herbert, picked apart often, criticized much, okay? I want to make this clear because I know that I said, I kind of believe in, I really believe in Bo Nix. Give me all the Bo Nix this year. If he has a regression, if he sees some regression, I would be really surprised, Bo Nix. But I am a believer in Justin Herbert. I've always been a believer in Justin Herbert. When I ask guests about this narrative or what, I really don't even ask about the narrative. I say, what's your question? I leave it open-ended on purpose. Chargers fans, hear me. I leave it on purpose because it's my job. I'm curious, what is the question? Is it a lazy narrative? We're talking about former players and analysts, people who've played with him even for any stretch of time. I do want to know, what is this about? What is the indictment on Justin? And clutchness does come up. I hate it. I don't want it to be a thing. I ask because I want to know what it is, even just to dispel it as a fellow introvert. Not because I believe it, everybody. These narratives are a thing until they aren't. And he's got the most complete team around him that he's ever had, and he's got to put up big wins, and he's got to shut people up. And when you look at FanDuel Sportsbook right now, they are favored to make the playoffs at -124, second best odds in the division at +310, win total of 9.5 games. I don't think anything's out of reach for them this year.